We'll begin. Today we are going to bring three things together. The breath practice is basic, and it is very good to hold this practice throughout the day, which basically is that you're fully conscious of your breath and you're actually getting the full conscious of your breath throughout your body. This one practice itself, you can aspire to really master and be with it throughout the day, which means that parts of the body that are holding stuff, when the breath flows, the breath itself starts working and releasing it. The second thing that we'll work today is the body's own will, the part's own will. So even in spite of doing all these processes or taking other forms of support for your own physical or body's own transformation, when parts are still stuck, it simply means that there is a configuration with a different kind of a will. The part itself is stuck in its illness. The part itself is stuck in its emotional stuff. The part itself is stuck with its past. So the will has to light up within the part, and that cannot be done by the mind. So today we will really look at how the breath can support this. You bow down to the breath in this process, and you keep the breath connected to the divine as best as you can. It can be divine above, or you can just invoke the divine in any which way using a photograph or a direct contact, and you leave the breath in connection with the divine. The most simplest is allow the breath to free flow and just, leave the breath to connect to the above. We'll bring these three together. Just follow through this process for the next 25 minutes and see what comes. The first 10 minutes, we'll first settle with the breath, and then we'll begin our journey. So kindly close your eyes. And first bring the attitude. It's not so much about a technique or a controlling of the breath at this point of time. It's more that you are bowing down to the breath, and you're actually going to request the breath to come into different parts of your body, different centers in your body. So connecting to the body in any which way, through its sensations, through its pulsations, through you feeling the very density or substance of the body. You keep an overall aspiration that you're willing to offer this body for a fuller healing and transformation. And slowly adjust your posture in a relaxed way. Try and keep your spine erect and relaxed. Get a vertical orientation to your body where your head is connected to the above. There is the spine, there's the body, which is connected to the below. And there are all the different centers in the body. Now slowly become aware of your breath. Catch the movement of your breath and put your awareness within your breath. Your awareness that we scatter throughout the day into the world, into others, into situations in an unconscious way. Willingly, you now lose your awareness inside your breath. Gather all your awareness, which are scattered, move it all into your breath. When you lose your awareness inside your breath, you will feel the volume of the breath. You will feel the substance of the breath. You may see some light inside the breath. The breath may appear inside your body. Sometimes you may get an expanded breath even around your body. The art of temple making is when somebody is able to bring their prana within the stone, for example, and invite the presence of the divine within the stone. Throughout the day, we can light the temple of our body if you are very conscious of your breath throughout the day without forgetting. And as your breath is conscious, then we can invite the divine. So I'll be quiet for 5 minutes now. You're on your own. Try and become aware of the breath and also get the breath flow full throughout your body. Keep your attention on the full frame of your body. And if your breath is not flowing up to the top of your head, and if it's not conscious up to your feet, just pay extra attention into these areas to catch the breath flow, that you have a full conscious breath throughout your body. Now, you're going to work a bit subtle, keeping your awareness throughout your body as your breath flows, and the more and more you're conscious, you'll find that at some point of your body, you will lose awareness of your breath. As the breath flows up and down, you will be aware, conscious, and at some point or points, your awareness moves away from your breath and gets locked in that part of the body, which often will be holding some stress. This simply would mean that the will in the part has just trapped your breath, your awareness. Our awareness is precious, it creates. So now our awareness just keeps creating the problem. Instead, wherever you're losing your awareness from the breath, at that point, give extra attention. Retain your awareness within the breath and its flow. So the awareness, instead of getting stuck and falling prey to the past pattern, in microseconds do the practice so that the awareness is retained inside the breath and it is retained in the flow of the breath. whichever part of your body where you're losing awareness of your breath. In microseconds, do the practice so that you're retaining the awareness within the breath and you're continuing with the flow of the breath. This slowly regains the will of flow, the will of healing. Keep your attention on your spine now, retaining awareness of the entire body and its substance. Let your primary focus be the verticality of the spine. Try and retain the fullness of awareness in the fullness of breath. If possible, feel the sensations of the spine, which will help you to feel the breath flow in and around the spine region. With the end of the in-breath, you can be on the top of your head. In the microsecond, connect to the above, the divine. Continue to be aware of your spine, the full breath through your body. And at the end of the in-breath, for a microsecond, open awareness to the above, connect to the divine. Now, with the end of the out breath, bring your awareness to the tail, to the end of the spine, the tailbone, that region, and aspire to connect to the sacred divine below also. Fully aware of your spine, fully aware of your breath. Now, at the end of the out breath, bring your entire attention to the region at the end of the spine, tailbone region, and aspire to further connect to the divine consciousness below. I'll be quiet now for 3 or 4 minutes. Go part by part very briefly from head to toe, retaining full awareness of your breath. And in each part, just allow the breath to become conscious, and you're flowing with the breath and not getting stuck with any problem within the part. Later on, you can do it in a longer manner. For now, just take a glance for about 3-4 minutes from head to toe. In each part, allow the fullness of breath and be with the flow of breath rather than getting stuck in the part. Anywhere where you notice that you're getting stuck on the path's sensations and problems, which means your awareness has become captive and the will of the problem of the path has taken over your awareness, has gripped it. Return your awareness to the breath. Keep moving with the flow of the breath. Just the fact that your breath passes through the body and your awareness is retained in the flow, you imprint that will of flow, that will of healing into the path. As long as you have time now, you can do this practice and then close the practice on your own. And throughout the day, and whenever you wake up in between in the night, do this practice. This is a very subtle, sacred practice that happens throughout the time in your body, if you're able to do it. You're on your own now.